lives of inmates. At ang sinasabi niyo po sa akin, wala kayong nakitang ganon. Pero merong search warrant. Di ba?
Hello.
So yung search warrant po, ang sinasabi niyo, walang kontrabando sa loob, pero nagbigay ng search warrant, nag-apply ng search warrant, mag-iiba na ngayon yung itsura. Tama ba,
Mr. Chair, I don't understand the...
Hindi, ang tanong ko lang kasi po, bakit kailangan
Mr. Chair, I believe that should be directed to the CIDG. Major Aliman Leo, Major Laraga is here. They were the agency concerned who applied for the search warrant.
Kaya ko po ito tinatanong, Mr. Chair, kasi bakit kailangan mag-file ng search warrant kung pwede namang mag-search lang? Hindi kaya dahilan nito para makapasok sa jail ang mga pulis? Kasi yun na lang yung nakikita kong reason di ba? Kasi hindi pwedeng pumasok ang mga pulis sa mga detention facilities. Tama ba? Di ba? Hindi pwedeng pumasok ang mga pulis sa mga detention facilities. Nang basta-basta na lang, di ba?
Mr. Chair, again, I cannot answer the query. It is now up to the CIDG, headed by Major Laraga here, why he applied for the search warrant.
So, Mr. Chair, nandito ba yon yung nag-apply ng search warrant?
Yes, Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
with the indulgence of Congresswoman Arlene, I would just like to ask Dondon just to confirm with regards to his previous statement that kilala niya po yung police officer that was involved in that search in the cell of Mayor Espinosa. Dondon, you mentioned that you personally knew Major Laraga.
Opo.
Pwede mo ba ituro si Major Laraga dito? Saan siya? Pakigamit ng microphone.
Katabi ni Rasaga.
So, Major Laraga,
Yes, Mr. Chair. Good evening.
have you taken your oath?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, Kong Arlene, yun yung Major Laraga. Siya yung nag-apply ng search warrant. Tama?
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yan, Mr. Chair, tanong ko kanina, bakit kayo nag-file ng search warrant kung pwede naman sila ay mag-search, no? Sabi ko nga kanina, pwede namang Greyhound search. Hindi ba kayo nagtitiwala sa mga jail guards?
Mr. Chair, please, I humbly submit to the ruling of the Supreme Court with regard to that particular issue and the exact case, Mr. Chair. It was ruled in Administrative Matter number RTJ-17-2494, dated January 26, 2021, Mr. Chair. If you may allow me, Mr. Chair, I can quote the...
Yes, that's the motu proprio of fact-finding investigation
yes,
on the
Mr.
issuance
Chair.
of search warrant. So,
It was discussed all there, Mr. Chair.
yes, Mr. Chair. So, case siya ngayon, no? Ongoing case, motu proprio.
No, it was already ruled by the Supreme Court,
So, what was the
Mr. Chair.
ruling?
Mr. Chair, I would like to quote the dispositive part only with regard to the issue, Mr. Chair. quote, Mr. Chair, a comprehensive, guided by the foregoing discussion, it is clear that there are marked differences between a search in relation to a criminal investigation and a search that is meant as a protective measure in prison management.
Mr. Chair, mahaba ba yan? Baka pwedeng sabihin na lang natin yung facts of the case. Actually, alam ko naman na si Judge Tarcelo Sabare Jr. ng RTC, tama po ba? Ng Pasay Samar?
Yes, Mr. Chair, that is
Bayan ko
correct.
pa ito was fined in the amount of 20,000. Stern warning lang, Mr. Chair, for violation of Supreme Court rules, directives, and circulars. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang properly, ang sinabi niya lang dito, no? The warrants, they were not properly endorsed. So, ganun lang, Mr. Chair, yung sinabi. So, Mr. Chair, pag ganito, gusto ko nang pumunta doon sa punto na ano yung patakaran sa application ng search warrants? Kasi may namatay kasi eh. So sino yung mananagot kapag may namatay sa detention facility? Mr. Chair. Baka sa DOJ? And may patakaran ba sa application ng search warrants?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, from NAPOLCOM, earlier we stated that inasmuch as the application for the search warrant was not endorsed by the duly authorized heads of the agency, it was ruled by the Supreme Court that it was improperly applied. As a result of which, the judge who issued the search warrant was fined for 20,000. Number two, there was also a observation by Justice Kagiwa that the manner of asking the question, when Judge Sabera asked the confidential informant, it was bordering to a hearsay. And the PO3 Abellanosa, who was tasked to validate the same, merely narrated the statement of a confidential informant. This contributed to the determination of the court that it was irregularly applied. With that irregular search warrant that was sought, the execution of the same is also questionable. And therefore, the validity of the search may be put to question. If the search warrant was not properly asked, there is no more presumption of regularity in the supposed service of search warrant. Furthermore, if there were deaths as a result of which, and they admitted that they killed as a result of it, it was admitted that they were killed, they are now raising the defense of self-defense. If they raise the theory of self-defense, the burden now rests upon the police officer to substantiate that it was lawfully done. Furthermore, there was investigation conducted by the NBI. I stand to be corrected. We have the NBI here. The original recommendation of NBI is to file a murder case. Only it was downgraded to homicide. And for what reason they may have, I really would like to find that out. It was said that the medical legal stated that the Mayor Espinosa was lying down, and when he was killed, there were two shots from a position of a person that was lying down. How then could it be that it was true that there were engagement, exchanges of fire when the mayor was lying down? I will be corrected if the NBI would further elaborate on the same.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair, Commissioner. Gusto kong matanong, Mr. Chair, yung saan nagka-problema or saan yung abuso? Sa pag-apply ng warrant of arrest, sa pag-issue, o sa pag-implement? Or are those three, yun yung violate?
All of the above, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. It was not properly endorsed, and so therefore there was no further verification as to why was it there was a need to apply for a search warrant. The theory, theoretically, they can apply for a search warrant when the purpose of the search warrant is to further conduct a criminal investigation. There were allegations that the jail guard was involved in the drug operation in within the detention center. And when this was supposed to be established by the judge, the the Constitution specific stated that there should be probing question and answer. There should be a personal determination, a probable cause that the allegation might be true or correct. The court was not at all convinced in the process of asking the probing question from the confidential informant. And therefore, the application was not properly endorsed, it was irregular, and the issuance by the judge was also improperly made, as observed by Justice Kagiwa. They relied from a hearsay, a confidential informant. Furthermore, at the for the third stage, the execution of the warrant of arrest might give an impression that it was not properly done. This was bolstered by the fact that, again, I stand to be corrected by the medico legal, the cause of death and the position of the Mayor Espinosa, he was lying down when he was shot, and therefore that demolishes the defense of the executing officer that there was an exchange of fire. How could that be possible when the person was lying down? And the NBI was of the belief that a murder case has been committed. And that's basically more or less the entire thing altogether is of questionable circumstances.
So,
Your Honor.
kindly
Yes,
wrap up.
hence the question,
Kong Ju.
Mr. Chair, ng homicide over doon sa dapat ay murder case. Mr. Chair, kung bakit ko po tinatanong ito, kasi alam ko na yung sa implementation na nagre-result sa death, hindi lang po ito sa usapin nung Espinosa case, and actually, meron pong mga iba pang mga cases. For example, for the activists, yung pong Bloody Sunday case kung saan merong 9 activists na pinatay, sina Emmanuel Asuncion, Chay Limita Evangelista, Ariel Evangelista, Greg Dasigo, Macmac Bacasno, Abner Esto, Edward Esto, Puroy de la Cruz, Pulong de la Cruz. Sempo cases po, localized, synchronized, enhanced management of police operations in Negros. Meron pong mga pinatay, mga extrajudicial killings in Negros. December 2018 po nangyari sa Negros Island, 6 people killed, 13 arrested. Hindi lang po yan, meron pa pong case ng Tumandok, December 11, 2020. Si Roy Giganto, si Reynaldo Katipunan, Mario Aguirre, Eliseo Gayas, Mauro Diaz, Artelito Katipunan, Arcelito Katipunan, Jomer Vidal. So ito po mga biktima, no, ng mga violations, Mr. Chair, no, ng pagpapatupad ng mga ganitong klase ng kaso, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
And I hope, Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of Congresswoman Brosas, can I just clarify, Mr. Chair? Because, Congresswoman Brosas, lahat po ng mga pulis, medyo laraga, na demanda kayo, di ba?
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Lahat dismiss, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yun ang gusto kong sabihin lang. Lahat dismiss. Nakakapagtaka, bakit na-dismiss?
Okay. Tapos ka na, Congressman Abante, because we want Congresswoman Brosas to wrap up.
yes, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
please, wrap up so that we can proceed with another witness.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Yun lang, Mr. Chair. Lahat ito ang basis ng mga raids, search warrants sa Calabarzon, sa Panay. Lahat po ito, ginawa nung nakaraan. So I hope, Mr. Chair, there will also be a investigation para po mabigyan ng hustisya yung mga kapamilya ng mga biktima na ito, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman Brosas. So, the next to interpolate is Congressman Busita, and then Congressman Flores, and then Congressman Paduano. Congressman Busita, Senator Busita, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, for Colonel Leonardo. Colonel Leonardo, ilang years ka sa PNP service?
So sa PNP, I believe naka 28 years, Mr. Chair.
28 years. PNPA class 96 ka ba or 97?
I was supposed to graduate 96 but did not defer, Mr. Chair. I graduated 98.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kailan ka na-assign sa CIDG? Since when?
Since 2001, Mr. Chair.
2001. And kailan ka na-relieve sa CIDG?
In between, Mr. Chair, there were times that I was reassigned to other unit, Mr. Chair. Not straight CIDG, but all in all, as far as I can recall, my service as a CIDG more or less is 18 years with the CIDG, Mr. Chair.
More or less, how many years?
18 years with the CIDG.
18 years.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So 18 years. So 18 years ka sa intelligence unit, intelligence community. Kilala mo ba si Police Colonel Crisostomo Mendoza, PNPA class 94?
Hindi ko po kilala, Mr. Chair.
18 years ka sa intelligence community, yung upper class mo, hindi mo alam?
Hindi ko po siya kilala, Mr. Chair.
Hindi mo kilala?
Opo.
Okay. Alam mo ba na unaccounted and missing si Police Colonel Mendoza?
Hindi ko rin po alam.
Hindi mo alam.
Hindi po talaga.
18 years sa intelligence community, hindi mo alam.
18 years po ako sa CIDG.
Yes.
Region 11,
Yes.
karamihan po.
Di ba intelligence unit ang CIDG?
Partly, Mr. Chair, yung
Yes.
detection
Okay.
part. Opo.
So hindi mo alam na missing si Colonel Mendoza?
Hindi ko po kilala kasi kung sino po yung...
O sige, kung hindi mo
resource
kilala,
na sinasabi niyo po.
may narinig ka ba na missing si Colonel Mendoza?
Wala rin po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. General Torres, sir. PNPA
Yes, Mr.
class
Chair.
93 po ba kayo?
Yes, sir.
So underclass po ninyo si Colonel Mendoza?
Yes, sir.
Totoo po ba yung information na unaccounted and missing si Police Colonel Crisostomo Mendoza, PNPA class 94? Tama po ba?
Yes, sir.
General Torres, sir, sa pagkakaalam po ba ninyo, maliban kay Colonel Mendoza, may iba pang police personnel na unaccounted and missing from 2016 to present?
I have to check the record, sir. Please allow me to report it to you on the next hearing, sir.
Okay, balikan ko lang po, Mr. Chair. Sa pagkakaalam po ninyo, ano ang dahilan? Bakit missing si Colonel Mendoza?
If I recall it right, sir, I think it was on the end of 2017 when he was reported missing by the family. Chris Mendoza had worked with me on NARCOM in 1999, very shortly, during the time when we operated against Mayor Mitra of Panukulan, Quezon, where we got the 500 kilos in the ambulance and another van. We worked together in that, sir, at the NAR group. It was, I think, end of 2017 that he was reported missing. And we really have no idea as of the moment on the concrete details on this incident, sir.
So may information po na sinasabi sangkot siya sa illegal drugs. Tama po ba?
Come again, sir?
May information na sinasabing involved siya sa illegal drugs.
During the time, sir, when he went missing, I think he was already dismissed from the service because he has a previous case of AWOL or another case of administrative case that he was appealing then with, I think, the Court of Appeals or Supreme Court. I'm not very I cannot really clearly recall the details as of the moment, sir, but I think I can pull out the records and will report to you with more clarity on the next hearing, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, wala po kayong information na mayroon pang ibang PNP personnel na unaccounted and missing.
I have heard some. What we hear, Mr. Chair, are some police officers killed in line of duty or otherwise. And but for the missing, I have to check on the records, sir. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank
Naitanong
you, sir.
ko ito, Mr. Chair, para malaman po natin na maaring hindi lang politicians, hindi lang private individuals, even police personnel ay sinasabing involved at pwedeng biktima rin po ng EJK. Mr. Chair, may I respectfully move to direct General Torre to submit the list of unaccounted and missing PNP personnel from 2016 to present, Mr. Chair.
General Torre, you are directed to comply with the request of Congressman Busita.
Will comply, sir. Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So the next to interpolate is Congressman Keith Flores. You have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would just like to be clarified with Napolcom. Did you just mention earlier that the case against the CIDG officers were all dismissed?
From what we have gathered, Your Honor, from the criminal cases were all basically dismissed, Your Honor.
The criminal cases.
Yes, sir.
Have administrative cases been filed against them before the Napolcom?
Yes, Your Honor. It was decided by then Chief PNP De La Rosa that the said persons will be demoted.
Just demoted.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Just demoted.
Ang penalty nila in the administrative case is demotion lang.
Yes,
Klaruhin ko lang.
yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
from your opinion, Attorney Bernardo, what were the mistakes or errors that were committed by the team that enforced the search warrant? Like, if I'll just go through it now, from the testimonies that I've heard. Using bonnets or covering their faces, is that proper?
Yes. Under the circumstances, Your Honor, bonnet is not at all supposedly used for that purpose.
So in enforcing a search warrant, it should not be used.
Yes,
Their
precisely.
faces should not be covered.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
They are-
Second,
Yes.
Attorney Bernardo, was disabling the CCTV in the jail facility also proper and in accordance with the SOP of the PNP in enforcing a search warrant?
That is improper and actually it's irregular to remove the CCTV.
Okay.
Because in fact, the Supreme Court required them to use body-worn camera or alternative recording device in the execution of search warrant.
Third, was it proper for them to disarm the jail guards and the PNP that were sent to augment the security in the area?
It is also improper. That should not be the case, Your Honor.
Okay, now of all the, itong tatlo lang, supposedly, if this were the offenses, administrative complaints filed against them, would that warrant a demotion? Just a demotion?
Theoretically, Your Honor, demotion is not enough, Your Honor.
For all these three lang. I'm not even discussing the death.
Yes, Your Honor.
What should be the proper penalty then?
These are serious irregularities in the performance of duty. This could amount for a dismissal.
They should have been dismissed, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And why do you think was the penalty of demotion meted upon them by then Chief PNP Bato?
I could not actually, Your Honor, understand the rationale of a mere demotion on the same. Because our belief is that although conspiracy is not necessary to prove an administrative case, but in the case of Colonel Marcos, he may be then equated to a principal, considering that he was at the site when the supposed search warrant was executed. He was then at the door of the sub-provincial jail, and he insisted to open the same. Only he returned back to his vehicle. The security the augmentation from the CIDG Region 8 and the Regional Maritime Unit 8 is also may be liable in their individual participation, principal by indispensable cooperation. Because without the indispensable assistance or support of the CIDG 8 and Regional Mobile Unit, they could not overpower the sub-provincial jail. Meaning, therefore, they are liable for principal by indispensable cooperation. Now, by direct participation, those who executed all of those offenses, including the consequence for the demise of the two individual, may be rendered principal by direct participation, Your Honor. Notwithstanding that conspiracy may not be applicable in administrative cases, but their individual participation could very well establish from the records of the case, Your Honor. Plus, this can be bolstered by the investigation done by the NBI on the same.
So from an administrative point of view, Attorney Bernardo, there are no more cases that could be filed against the police officers who enforced the search warrant.
Your Honor, the respondent in fact appealed to the National Appellate Board. And in one occasion, we discussed the merit of the case. It was at that opportunity, with due respect, I met the commissioner at that time. Commissioner Leonardo at that time opted to acquit all of the respondents. But I hasten to add that if that's the most thing that they could have done during their time, how then could it be possible at this time now that they could be acquitted for all of these offenses? And therefore, we met again, and the other two commissioners are now inclined to reconsider, and they would render a different resolution or determination of the appeal cases. It's forthcoming. We are seeking also additional substantiation from the NBI to see whether we could rely from the SOCO report or from the medical legal, from the forensic pathologies, what may have been the cause of death. Is it actually an exchange of gunfire, or was he killed within the cell, in cell number 1 and in cell number 2 for Raul Yap, for that matter?
Thank you, Attorney Bernardo. Colonel Leonardo, sir, Commissioner Leonardo, I'll ask you again the three things that I thought were improper in the conduct of the search, on the enforcement of the search warrant. Like, one, having face coverings or a bonnet. Is that proper, sir? While enforcing a search warrant?
During my when I conduct implementation of search warrant, I never.
Can you answer closer to the mic, sir, so we can hear you?
I never do that during my conduct of.
I'm asking you, sir, from the standard procedures of police officers, sir. Is it proper for police officers to use face coverings in enforcing a search warrant? Yes or no?
I think no, Mr. Chair. For me, no.
So it's not proper. Two, is it proper for police officers to disable the CCTV system in enforcing a search warrant? Yes or no?
No, Mr. Chair.
Three, what was the third one I asked kanina? Was disarming the jail guards and the police officers who augmented the security in the area proper in enforcing the search warrant that was issued by the judge?
It depends on the situation, Mr. Chair. If they pose a threat to the implementing,
Then they could be disarmed.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Mr.
so
Chair.
depending on the situation. But on the first two, you said that it was improper.
For me, it was
Yes, for
improper,
you.
Mr. Chair.
Now, if these two were improper, out of the three that I mentioned, why did you move for the acquittal of these police officers? Did you not
Actually,
find it you just mentioned that it was improper. Did you not find it that they should be held administratively liable for violating the procedures in enforcing a search warrant?
Mr. Chair, just to correct the manifestation of Vice Chair Bernardo, I never intended to acquit everybody. Actually, the motion for Laraga and Duarte and others are meted 5 months, 6 months, something like.
6 months of what,
no,
sir?
no, no. 6 months, Mr. Chair.
Of
And
what?
some, there are some who were acquitted, recommended acquitted, but that was just a recommendation, Mr. Chair.
Just a recommendation. But you think that they should be administratively, at least administratively held liable?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. And this is after how many years from the time of the incident that took place? How many years?
I think that was 8 years. 8 years already, Mr. Chair.
8
From
years.
2016 to up to present, Mr. Chair.
So 6 years actually, 6 years. No? 2018.
20,
Yeah, anyway. So it's
2018 now.
that number of years and these police officers are still actively in the service because the administrative case has not yet been resolved up to now. Is that correct, Colonel Leonardo?
I think some of them are no longer in the service, Mr. Chair.
Was it as a result of this administrative case or for some other reasons?
I'm not sure, Mr. Chair. Some because of this case, Mr. Chair.
But I thought that case was still pending before the Napolcom.
The
Attorney
appeal,
Bernardo.
Yes, Your Honor. It is still pending in the National Appellate Board. I could not make a decision alone because these are collegial. We are 4 of us, and at that time, we are not in the same opinion with Commissioner Leonardo, while the 2 others are still trying to decide whether they would side with me or side with Commissioner Leonardo. And it might strike a good decision when I'm seeking the records of the NBI to substantiate the fact that the cause of death was not at all through gun to exchange of fire, but rather if I would follow the medical legal, it might have been a murder case or at the very least a homicide, and they are not supposed to be simply demoted, Your Honor.
Should the administrative case be faster, Attorney Bernardo?
Yes, it should have been, but in as much as the decision, I was then alone because the other commissioners are still trying to evaluate the case. I was just alone in pushing for an early resolution.
The point that I'm raising, Attorney Bernardo, is the fact that if these people are still in the active service of the PNP, then they could still be performing acts which are illegal or improper and not in accordance with PNP policies. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
That's why there's a need to hasten the proceedings siguro, sir. Di ba?
Yes, pinakiusapan ko nga, Your Honor, yung 2 pang commissioner na they are now siding with me at this time, considering the fact that time has lapsed and justice delayed is justice denied for the victims. And I am asking the NBI for an additional evidence to bolster my recommendation that there's supposed to be a rendition of judgment and to reverse simply a demotion. It should have been more severe penalties to be imposed.
Are they now siding with you only after Colonel Leonardo resigned as commissioner from the Mapolcom?
I would ask them, Your Honor, but
But was the decision to change their minds recent?
it's quite recent, Your
Quite
Honor.
recent.
Quite recent, Your Honor. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you, Congressman Flores. Congressman Akop?
in relation to the issues raised by the Honorable Flores, Napolcom, na-charge din po ba si Colonel Marcos?
Na-charge, Your Honor, pero hindi ho nag-appeal eh. I think suspension lang ata ang sa kanya eh. Kaya hindi na po siya nag-appeal eh. Yung iba lang mga kasama ang nag-appeal,
Was
Your
his
Honor.
sentence served?
I suppose so, Your Honor. It's supposed to have been served by this time.
Suspension. How about Major Laraga?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I was demoted, Mr. Chair.
You were demoted.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Samantalang si Colonel Marcos na promote. Di ba doon sumasama ang loob mo?
No, not necessarily, Mr. Chair.
Not necessarily.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pero alam ko, sumama ang loob mo eh. Di ba? Dahil ikaw, na-demote siya, na-promote. If you look at the orders of Colonel Marcos, it was through the orders of the president, former president, signed by the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government, as attested by DPRM, if you look at his orders. Di ba? Kaya alam ko, masama yung loob mo dahil hindi ka na ganun eh. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Ako.
Chairman.
Now, yes,
Just,
Congressman Paduano.
I consulted the COMSEC, and as far as I remember, during the previous hearing, we invite the deponent, no? And now Major Laraga is here. Major, sino nga yung deponent nyo?
Mr. Paul Olendan, Mr. Chair.
Ito,
Is he here?
case to ni, ano, ni Mayor Espinosa.
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Magkaiba pa yung sa case ni Alvarez.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Now, in the case of Mayor Espinosa, sinong deponent?
Mr. Paul Olendan, Mr. Chair.
Anong background niya? Why he was chosen as a deponent?
He was a previous PDL, Mr. Chair.
Previous PDL.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kaya nga sabi kanina na Polcom na yung comment yung ni Justice, well, in fact, walang direct knowledge yung deponent mo. Kasi dating nakakulong pero nasa labas. Paano siya, kasi supposedly the deponent has direct knowledge, di ba?
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
So, why him? Na hindi naman siya nakakulong.
Mr. Chair, based on the
Hearsay.
testimony of the deponent, Mr. Chair,
Testimony of whom?
of the deponent, Mr. Chair, which was
Ang
subjected
tanong ko nga
to...
sa iyo, kasi ikaw yung nag-apply, di ba, ng search warrant?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ikaw nag-handle.
Yes,
Now,
Mr.
anong testimony niya? Nakita niya na may baril doon sa loob?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Paano niya nakita?
He was, according to him, Mr. Chair, he was able to go inside when he was, if I'm not mistaken, invited, Mr. Chair.
Have you checked the warden that indeed your deponent has visited that jail? Sandali po, yes or no lang. Ikaw, Major Larga,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
huwag ka magsinungaling. Yes or no? Have you checked the warden that indeed your deponent has visited the jail to confirm that indeed there's a gun?
Personally, no, Mr. Chair.
Sorry?
Me personally, I did not, Mr. Chair.
Oh, you did not.
Yes, Mr.
But
Chair.
you applied for a search warrant without checking that indeed yung testimony ng deponent mo na nakapasok siya doon.
I believe, Mr. Chair, I don't have any recourse as to validate.
Ayun
Where
yung
in
problema
fact,
mo.
he gets
Then
been inside
why?
the jail.
Then why? You apply for search warrant.
Actually, Mr. Chair, that
And
illegal trade
sandali,
inside the...
You mentioned about the testimony of your deponent, di ba? Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Now, tinatanong kita, paano mo na-verify na indeed that testimony is true and correct?
Mr. Chair, I was made to believe that his
You were made to
testimony-
believe.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
But you have to check. Now, question. Sabi mo kanina, nakita niya, nakapasok siya doon nung nagbisita siya. Tama?
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Now, doon sa ano po, Kay Warden. And then the PDL, former PDL that was mentioned by Major Larga, nakabisita po ba siya doon kay Mayor Espinosa?
Mr. Chair,
Major Larga, pakiulit nga po yung pangalan ng former PDL.
Mr. Paul Olindan, Mr. Chair.
Do you know Paul Olendarin?
hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi mo kilala?
Hindi po kilala, Your Honor.
Oh, Major Larga, hindi niya kilala. Former inmate, saan yun? Siya. Hindi, ikaw. Major. Dapat alam mo yung background ng deponent mo, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Saan siya dati nakakulong?
I believe in Aboyog Penal Colony, Mr. Chair.
The same? No.
No, no, I think
Mr.
no.
Chair. Mr. Chair.
Yes.
We do not have any PDL by the name of Olindan. And records upon verification of our records, he never visited the Baybay Sub-Provincial Jail Facility.
Oh, Major Larga, hindi siya former detainee o inmate ng provincial jail. Sabi mo nga sa Aboyog. Tapos, hindi rin nag-visit doon. Major Larga, wag kang
Mr.
magsinungaling.
Chair, I cannot answer for and in behalf of my deponent and that as to regard of
No,
the burden
sandali
of,
po. Hindi ko po sinasabi sa iyo that you have to answer. Ikaw po nagsabi na sinabi ng deponent mo na bumisita sa doon.
that is correct, Mr.
And
Chair.
now, the jail warden confirms na walang nangyaring visit.
I cannot attest to the
Yun nga,
statement of the jail.
Yun
guard,
nga,
Mr. Chair.
sabi ko sa iyo kanina, tinanong kita, have you checked?
Personally, not, Mr. Chair.
Personally,
Me personally.
bakit sino pa ba dapat mag-check?
I believe we have a surveillance personnel who took.
Ikaw ba naman,
validation,
Major
Mr. Chair.
Laraga? Ikaw yung nag-apply, principal nag-apply ng mga search warrant, tapos sabihin mo na, di ba sinabi mo kanina, nagbisita siya?
Based on his testimony, Mr. Chair.
Oh, kaya nga sinasabi ko sa iyo, based on his testimony. Now, kino-confirm ngayon na walang nangyaring visit yung deponent mo. O, sino ngayon may problema?
Mr. Chair, we have been filed. I was also a respondent or accused of the
Sandali po,
criminal case
I am not
for-
asking you about your case. Well, in fact, demotion nga lang eh, di ba? You were just demoted.
the criminal case for malicious application of search
And now you're
warrant.
invoking sub judice in
No,
this
no,
committee?
Mr. Chair. That was also the there was a case filed against me, Mr. Chair, and then
So,
the search warrant. Actually, Mr. Chair, it was the honorable judge through searching questions and answers who made the probable cause and issued the same, which until now, Mr. Chair, was as ruled by the Supreme Court, was valid and the application was proper. I believe, Mr. Chair. I submit to the Supreme Court's ruling, Mr. Chair. If
valid.
that's my humble submission, Mr. Chair.
Na valid yung application niya ng search warrant?
Yes, Mr. Chair. It was in the ruling of the Supreme Court, Mr. Chair. I humbly submit.
May I know?
Sandali.
May I know anong ruling 'yan?
Mr. Chair, it was a consolidated case of all of the
Are you a
confused-
lawyer? Are you a lawyer?
I'm not, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Can you give me do you have a copy with you of the ruling?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I have.
Pahingi nga kami. Paige, can you please get a copy and submit this copy to the chair? Please proceed, Congressman Paduano.
Sino po yung nag-file ng case against
It was the NBI, Mr. Chair.
The NBI.
Yeah, perjury and malicious application of search warrant, Mr. Chair.
So, the Supreme Court decided in
No,
favor.
no, sir, at the Municipal Trial Court of Basay Samar, Mr. Chair.
So, nag-appeal ba yung NBI? Did they appeal?
I think they did not, Mr. Chair.
They didn't.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh, ito yung problema. NBI, are you familiar with the case?
Good evening, Mr. Chair. We are familiar with the case. However, with if the questions will be about the case itself, we would like to have a moment with the records, and we will submit the records of the case on the next hearing, Your Honor.
Ano lang po, update kami dito, no? Kasi, while you're telling this committee na yung MTC rules favorable to your case, tama?
That is correct, Mr. Chair. It was dismissed, Mr. Chair.
Pero alam mo na rin ngayon na there is a Supreme Court ruling also na
It was issued last...
sandali, na bawal mag-issue ng search warrant on government facilities.
Actually, Mr. Chair, it was fully discussed in the ruling, Mr. Chair, that it is allowed to apply a search warrant for a criminal investigation.
Sa MTC yan.
No, Mr. Chair, from the Supreme Court in bank, Mr. Chair. The one that I give the ruling, Mr. Chair. It was fully discussed in there, Mr. Chair. That's why I said I humbly submit to the ruling of the Supreme Court with that regard, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, papacheck namin ha. Papacheck namin kasi magkaiba tayo ng appreciation dyan sa ruling ng Supreme Court. Yes.
Mr. Chair, I think Major Gargar, the question of Chairman Paduano was whether or not you knew for a fact that there was no, that the deponent that you brought before the court was not a detainee. Did you have prior knowledge of the fact that he was not a detainee?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So alam mong hindi siya detainee.
At that moment, Mr. Chair, he was already outside. Yeah, previously, Mr. Chair.
But you just heard the warden say that they have no records of him being a detainee.
It was from a different facility, Mr. Chair.
But you just said that it was the Abayog. What was that?
Abuyog.
Abuyog.
pinatawag. Yes, that is correct,
Baybay.
Mr. Chair.
We
They are from the Baybay jail.
Baybay sub-provincial facility kami.
Okay, so where was Mayor Espinosa detained?
Baybay sub-provincial jail facility.
Bye. And you were at what was your place? Abuyog. Well, are you at Bye?
Baybay.
Kayo?
Yes.
And Major Gargar was saying that the deponent that they brought was also a detainee at Bye. Tama
No.
ba? He was a detainee at a different place. So
Yes.
if he was detained at a different place, how could he say, or how could he testify that Mayor Espinosa had these illegal things in his cell?
Mr. Chair, if I may be able to,
If they were detained
Discuss.
at different institutions.
Mr. Chair, if I may be able to discuss. if
Go ahead,
you-
sir, please.
Mr. Chair, the situation kasi noon, Mr. Chair, is that PDLs or those previously detained and also inside the jail, Mr. Chair, they have all connections from different
so
different
sinasabi mo,
jails.
chismis lang, Marites. He heard. He didn't actually see.
No, Mr. Chair, he was able to penetrate based on his testimony, Mr. Chair. That is not my testimony, Mr.
He is detained at a different facility, yet he
Before.
is able to penetrate.
Before, Mr. Chair, before. So he has knowledge. He knows yung kalakaran po sa loob ng mga jails, yung with regard to illegal drug trade, Mr. Chair.
Knowing the kalakaran and actually seeing it and having personal knowledge of these things are two different things. Major Laraga, tama po ba?
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Oh, so you bring a deponent who had no personal knowledge of the things except Just knowing the kalakaran in the area? Yan ang deponent mo? For the
Ah.
issuance of a search warrant?
No, Mr. Chair, he has personal knowledge, Mr. Chair.
How did he get personal knowledge again? Can you enlighten me po?
In his testimony, Mr. Chair, he was able to penetrate.
How did he penetrate a jail facility without him being
Ah.
detained there? Was he a jail guard?
There was his, actually, I don't have his sworn affidavit.
But you
Mr.
interviewed
Chair,
him, I'm
I
sure,
cannot,
di ba? Major Laraga, in-interview mo siya before mo siya pinesenta sa korte, tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair, and
Oh, so anong-
he was subjected to a searching question and answer
No,
by
you,
the issuing
I'm
judge.
asking you. In-interview mo ba yung deponent mo?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh, so ano
By
sabi
the
niya?
investigator also.
Yes, paano niya nalaman? How did he have personal knowledge? Yan ang gusto mo
Ah,
malaman.
It was in his affidavit,
I'm
Mr.
asking
Chair.
you interviewed him. You just said that you interviewed him.
Yun nga, Mr. Chair, nakapasok siya doon.
Paano nga makapasok?
Nagka-transaction sila ni, if I'm not mistaken, doon sa ano, nagkaroon sila ng mismong physical ni the late Mayor
Okay,
Espinosa.
Major Laraga, explain how he explained to you paano siya nakapasok as an ordinary civilian na hindi detainee in a jail facility. Paano siya nakapasok?
Actually, Mr. Chair, the allegation na mayroong collusion between mga bantay doon sa loob is yun yung reason na nakapasok sila. And that has been already almost public knowledge in the penal institutions there in Region 8, Mr. Chair. Alam naman po nung almost lahat ng operatiba doon prior to that, Mr. Chair. Talagang
So ang sinabi niya sa'yo by collusion with some jail guards maybe and some other persons inside the jail, he was able to go inside. Is that correct? Major
yes,
Laraga?
Mr. Chair, through the influence of the drug lord Espinosa Drug Group.
And that from his entry into that facility, he was able to see firsthand how things were being done. That's why you're saying that he had personal knowledge of these things.
That
correct?
is correct, Mr. Chair, based on his testimony, Mr.
And you believe that, Major Laraga?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Because you
I
brought him.
believe. Because prior to that, Mr. Chair, I had been operative, and we already had an intel information with regard to that illegal drug trade inside a penal colony and any detention facilities.
Okay,
Mr. Chair.
now, is that the reason why when you entered the facility, you wore a bonnet or covered your face?
Mr. Chair, that is not true, Mr.
That
Chair.
is not true.
I was not wearing bonnet, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
is it true that you turned off the CCTV system inside the jail facility?
That is not true, Mr. Chair.
So none
And,
of you did. It was all working at the same time.
Yes, Mr. Chair. With regard to that, Mr. Chair, we had been also charged with with that particular violation, Mr. Chair, by
And?
the NBI.
By the NBI.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Also in court.
In court, Mr.
Also
Chair.
dismissed.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh, you have a very good lawyer. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you, Congressman Flores.
Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
Congressman Akop.
Yes. Major Laraga, how long have you been with CIDG?
Since 8 years,
8
almost 8 years, Mr. Chair.
8 years.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And how many times have you applied for a search warrant?
Several times already, Mr. Chair.
Several times.
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Now, may I know kung yung deponent ninyo dun sa kaso ni Mayor Espinosa ay walk-in o kayo ang nag-secure?
I believe there was a
Ano ang talagang nangyari? Hindi ko
May-
tinatanong kung ano yung paniwala mo.
pardon, I'm sorry,
Ang
Mr. Chair.
tinatanong ko, whether your deponent ay walk-in, nag-volunteer na sarili niya, o hinanap ninyo. Hindi ko tinatanong kung anong paniwala mo.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It was not walk-in, Mr. Chair. It was
Ano
not
nga?
walk-in.
Nag-volunteer siya?
No, Mr. Chair.
Hinanap niyo siya?
Our age,
How
police,
did
there
you
was a
come to know your
police
deponent?
handler. There was a police handler, Mr. Chair.
Ano, no?
There was a handler, Mr. Chair, an agent.
Sino
police.
yung handler na police na yon?
He was already retired, Mr. Chair.
Galing
I
mong
believe.
gumawa ng istorya eh.
Yes, I'm certain,
Now,
Mr. Chair.
Sige, assuming na meron siyang handler, since when na naging handler yung kuan na yon, informant yun na yon, yung deponent? Binobola mo na ako eh.
Hindi, actually, hindi naman po, Mr. Chair, na bubola, Mr. Chair. Talagang mayroon lang po talaga siyang personal knowledge sa
Hindi ko naman tinatanong
pangyayari.
kung may personal knowledge eh. Ang tinatanong ko, how did you come to know the deponent? Ikaw nag-apply ng search warrant eh.
It was introduced to me by our personnel, Mr. Chair. That
Sino
mayroong
nga yung nag-introduce sa'yo? What's the name?
of our personnel, Mr. Chair.
Oo nga. Marunong ka bang umintindi ng English? Tatagalugin ko. Sino ang nag-introduce sa'yo nung deponent?
It was retired Kayubit, Mr. Chair.
Alin? Retired na siya nung in-introduce niya?
No, right
Active
now.
pa siya noon?
Active pa siya noon at that
May I
time.
know the name and the address?
Melvin Kayubit, Mr. Chair, at Palo
Alin?
Leyte.
Ano?
Melvin Kayubit.
Mr. Chair, may I move that we, in the next hearing, we invite subject person mentioned by Mayor Laraga as the deponent in the search warrant against or issued against the late Mayor Espinosa.
Comsec, you're directed to invite the said person named by Congressman Ako.
Nung ipinakilala sa iyo yung deponent, ano ang protocol dapat kung si IDG ka for 8 years?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I have to, of course, the investigator must interview and do a background and validation, Mr. Chair.
You have to conduct a review,
Interview
and validation.
And validation of the
Ikaw,
the investigator, Mr. Chair, our investigator who will get the
and who was the
testimony.
investigator who conducted the review, the interview and validation?
It was, Mr. Chair, can I check the record first?
You check it now.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Wala naman, di ba, no?
Hindi ko alam kung saan mo checkin ihon. Niloloko mo na kami eh.
I'm sorry, Mr. Baka magkamali ako dun sa pangalan, Mr.
Sige
Chair.
nga, hanapin mo. Saan mo hanapin dyan?
Mr. Chair, I could not, if my recollection is correct, Mr. Chair, it was PO3 Johnny Ibanez.
PO3 Johnny.
Ibanez,
Ibanez.
Mr. Chair.
Is he still in the active service?
I believe he already also retired, Mr. Chair.
He also retired.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
PO3 siya, nag-retire?
Yes, Mr. Chair, PO3.
PO3. Nag-retire siya. Mandatory or optional?
I think
Kasi
it's
PO3
optional.
siya,
I
kailan lang
think
nangyari
it's
yun
optional.
iho eh. So wala pa siyang 20 years or 30 years or 56 years old.
Yes, Mr. Chair, maybe optional, Mr. Chair.
Optional. Huwag mo ako paglulukuhin ha. I'll find a way. Colonel Cunanan, will you please take the name dun sa sinabi niya and kindly give this committee the details whether nag-retire nga siya optionally o hindi? Pakitanong sa kanya yung pangalan at rangko. Kasi the way you're answering, you're already quibbling, Major Laraga. Now, noong in-interview at saka vinalidate, ikaw ba nag-conduct ng sarili mong validation when the investigator reported to you as far as his validation is concerned?
Negative, Mr. Chair.
Negative. Wala ka nang ginawa. Hindi ka man lang nagtaka.
Informally, Mr. Chair.
I beg your pardon?
Informally, just calling some,
Hindi mo tinignan kung anong resulta ng validation?
tiningnan naman po, Mr. Chair.